Hi everyone, welcome back to my studio for Studio Vlog 3. I haven't posted a video in a while, a couple weeks now I guess. I'm losing track. Been going through kind of a funk. I think part of it, there was a lot of excitement upon moving here and having my own room to set up a studio and then getting in here and realizing that I kind of felt stuck in what I've been doing, and that's a struggle for me. It's hard for me going through that. So I tend to, I'll come in here and I stare at all the work that I've done. So I remember that I can do it, but then when I try to do it, it feels like I'm not growing. I'm just repeating myself. And, maybe it's all in my head. I don't know, but it's really hard for me to create in those times. But I pushed myself. I still was doing my daily drawing every day. So there was that, at the very least. I did do a couple of doodles. I have a crescent render sketchbook. They have some kind of special thick paper, so you can use any kind of medium and it won't bleed through. And so I bought one of these, and I just use it for making doodles and it's just kind of fun to just kind of sit. Even if you're watching TV or something, you can just kind of listen to the TV and just sort of let your mind kind of go. And these are all older ones that I've done over the past few months. But even the recent ones that I had done, I wasn't really happy with. I don't know, it was almost like I was scribbling. I was trying really hard to overcome the block, but I don't really like. And then I started another one the other night, and at least that one kind of is going. So anyway, I've been, trying to get things out, trying to push past being stuck. Another thing I have is I have this little sketchbook that I use for, I don't know, you kind of call it like urban sketching. I sketch on location kind of thing. I've done things at different places where we've visited, and vacations and things like that. So I went out twice with this, and I did a church door in the town where we've moved to, and then I actually just went out today. This one was challenging. There's a fountain. It's a memorial. It's a Vietnam memorial fountain, and I've never seen anything like this before. But the water in the fountain is dyed. It's not just regular water. It's like this really strange bright blue. But I made an attempt at that, and so that's from today. So again, pushing myself. If I can't do the regular art, I'm at least trying to keep the creation flowing. Another thing is, since we have been living here a month now, my wife and I realized that we didn't have library cards yet. So we went down to the library and got our library cards. And I checked out 4 different books, which are proving to be pretty inspirational. Here's one. It's a nice thick book. It's I'm a big fan of Max Beckman in particular. Um, but it's got Kandinsky and some other people in there too. And it's not just the paintings, it's got little bios on them. So that's been fun to look through. I'm also a fan of Egon Schiele. I have a book of his, but this particular one had work in it that some of the work is the same that's in the book I have, but a lot of it is I'm trying to find something that I can show here that isn't completely. He did a lot of nude stuff and a lot of it very graphic, perhaps, but so this is I find him very inspirational. The way that he's being expressive in his portraits, his self-portraits and his portraits of people. He's not being completely literal, and I like that. That's what I like about expressionism. I give all the credit in the world to people that can reproduce reality, but as much as I try to get myself there for technical reasons of wanting to be able to do it, I also like being able to be expressive, not necessarily be exact, to kind of change it in a way that is perhaps more a feeling than an actual visual thing. And I always mess up this artist's name, Modigliani. This person. I love their work. Again, they did a fair amount of nudes, but not purely that. And makes me want to tell a joke. Why did the Modigliani painting walked into a bar and the bartender said, "Why the long face?" Right? Anyway. And then this enormous book on Paul Klee, which I've only just kind of like flipped through so far. I haven't had a chance to really take a look at it. But I find his work interesting, particularly the progression. He could go from something like that, and things like this, to things like this. So, and then things like this. So I find his work interesting. So library books are good. They keep me inspired. And then another thing that happened is AC Moore. I happened to stop in there for something. I can't even remember now what. And they were having an amazing 70% off canvas sale. And so I haven't done a large painting in over a year. And I was able to get two 36 by 48 inch canvases for $15 each. Can't pass that up. So I started a new painting, and I'll show you that real quickly. Again, this is 36 inches high, 48 inches wide, 3 feet by 4 feet. I'm not really sure where this is going to turn out. I made a video. I've been recording the process. It started out completely different. So we'll see where it goes from there. Actually, I set that canvas up. And my initial plan was to just use I was going to just use black and just sort of, I guess, kind of doodle, but on a large scale. Instead of using a pen and paper, using black acrylic and just kind of see what I can come up with. And so it starts out like that. But then, I don't know, I just let myself get really free, turned off my mind as best as I could. And it felt amazing. I mean, I was absolutely like lost somewhere in it. But as it went along and I started stepping back every once in a while and looking at it, I started judging it as, well, I like this, I don't like this, I like this, I don't like this. And so then I started changing things, and then colors got in there, and then some other things. And so, it's completely different now than what it started out as. But I think I have some ideas for it, and it's moving along. It's pretty different from what I've been doing lately, which is good, because I was stuck in what I've been doing lately. And so changing that up completely put me in a position of problem solving instead of just very comfortably doing what I know I can do. I'm doing something that I don't know how to do. As I've talked about before, when I don't know what I'm doing, it forces me to figure out what I'm doing and problem solve. So anyway, that's, I just wanted to post a video to just kind of say where I've been at, and hopefully I'll have something, either I'll finish this large piece or something else. I hope everyone is having a great day, and I hope you all have a great weekend, and thank you all for your support, and I'll check in with you next time. Take care.